Yo, what's up, YouTube? This your boy DC the True. This was one of those YouTube/tutorial videos again. Nah, I'm just kidding. YouTube is about timing for small creators. Let's get into it. Now, I recently left the fella YouTuber video. Shout out to Black Babble, where he was covering, how he grew based off of a situation here on YouTube. And what I'm gonna say is, and I stress this a lot to two of my other YouTube partners here. One is doing very well, by the way. Shout out to Blue, doing her thing. I'm so proud of just seeing somebody grow from 500 to where they are now. And and then of course my guy Thun over there in the Black Light podcast, whatever, he's taking off now. He can't even keep up with his chat anymore. That's so good to see, man. Like I say, I've been around YouTube a while and see like some of your bigger YouTubers go from like 30K to they're like 4 million now. So I kind of seen trends. So, and me myself, I feel like I could talk about this because it's like, hey, I hit this 1,000 subscriber threshold. But let's get into it about the timing aspect. Let's say if you covering videos about news, I always stress this, and people, say, oh, hey, algorithm is gonna pick you up. People gonna watch different videos of this, you're gonna get the views. And I say to them, put yourself in the user's shoes. Now, if y'all watch some breaking news, how many videos are y'all truly gonna watch? Whether it's in the gaming space or commentary or something that's going on the news or whatever, whatever news outlet you look at or whatever, CNN, Fox, whoever's. I don't really keep up with none of that. I really like to I look at it, but I like to keep, I trust my online sources, creators that cover that, black news outlets, that nature. But anyway, my point is, when you look at that, you're only going to look at, so you're not going to look at, okay, I'm going to look at CNN for this event. Let me switch to Fox. I mean, some people may do it. Let me switch to Fox and see what they're talking about. Okay, then next, I'll look at ABC. Some people may do that just to get a non-biased view of their news, so to speak. Now, these people are not the majority. Most people get their news, they look at it, okay, they're done. They know what's going on. Now, it's the same thing with YouTube. When you cover, a topic, you have to put yourself back in user mode. Okay, how many people are talking about this? How many people you think is going to watch this? Yeah, you got the exception, a few that's going to keep, will double back and watch your content and just to see what you have to say. But I'm pretty sure the majority is going to watch what hit first, and they're done. This is some of the reason how my channel grew. My channel grew based off, I want to say, shock value or being the first to get to that, so to speak. And I always break it down. I put it in the category. The first one was in the gaming community when I talked about Agent and Pretty Boy Fredo. That none of the YouTubers wanted to touch it, but I touched it. I put myself out there, and from 100 subscribers, it grew to 300 or something, like 350, I believe. Yep, I can remember. I was like, okay, well, dang, I'm gonna keep on at this. So I kept covering him, just itching, wasn't really moving too much. And my next one came out of nowhere. Everybody knows I'm a gamer. Well, I'm a part-time gamer. I spend more time working than anything. So that goes to show you, it's like, hey, if I was to break anything, that means it was something that happened during the night, overnight, and then I posted in the morning. And that's how I get my break. I can't keep up with everybody else. There's things to happen in normal people business hours because I'm graveyard game for the most part. But anyway, that next video grew off a console shortage. When the PS5 dropped, we didn't realize how much these bots and scalpers would influence console purchase. You know, like they over there in the tennis shoe game. Like I never expected them to be over here, so I got pissed off and I ranted about nobody's was how hard it was to get a freaking PS5 pre-order. I was so mad. And now that video took off. It had what, 8,000 views or whatever. And I didn't even expect that. With all those big gaming channels out there and everything, and I'm talking about this, and I went from 3 to I'm gonna say 500 subs at that point. Y'all get my drift, and you follow me. And this is always why I stress to my girl Burgundy Blue. I say, man, you know what you doing? If you growing organic, man, your channel's gonna take off because it started organically. From at least what I remember, the content I watch now. Same thing with Thun. He came out the gate serving the algorithm. So this man's he's gonna be up there with MTR soon. Anyway, now back to the gaming console. So I seen that. I was like, okay, well, Xbox launches in 2 days. I'm finna try this with the Xbox. So by then, I'm talking to my son's mother, like, man, dang, hey, man, look, man, look at these views I'm getting on my YouTube. What's really going on? Man, if I get 1,000, I can get my entire, I'm excited. So I did it with the Xbox. And the Xbox got even more views because I ain't like anticipated put it out early. Because I know people was talking to Buzz about the PS5, so I put out the Xbox Series X. And how a pre-order was tough for me to get one of those. I eventually got one. But I know I did a dumb thing, like trying to deliberately wait. I should have just jumped on there, because I was really just trying to get a PS5 at the time. So before, I ultimate traded in. But when I seen the Xbox, that video did a lot better. So of course I went from where I said I was 500, then I went like 5. I got like 100 and some subscribers off of that because I was getting a lot of hate towards scalpers was really trying to come at me, and I was going at their ass, and so I see my channel get to the high, what was it, about the high 600-700 at that time. And then of course y'all know the next event was something I didn't expect. It was just a show I watched, the 5150, Corey Holcomb. And then, and to say, like, once that happened with these situations, you blow up and the algorithms liking, you keep making videos on that subject, hoping, shout out again to Black Babble, you hoping to grow your channel off of that. It's like, hey, I'm in the algorithm, so let me keep serving it. So you get certain amount of views off of that. But in my case with the gaming news, it just came to a standstill. Maybe it's gonna pick back up at E3. Who knows? But so next is, like the show I mentioned on the 5150 show, Corey Hogan. So once I got off that situation, 28K views off to Zoe Williams. So y'all know by then, that time I went from 700 to monetization. That's why I sent the man that runs that show, Corey Hogan, I sent him a big ass super chat. Thank you for growing my platform because of this drama. Because it's like, I know I wasn't the first, I was the second to cover that. So I was like, man, I got like 28K. And so, my fellow commentators, I remember them like starting. No, they wasn't starting. They was, they was established. But man, to see where they are now, it's so amazing to see that. And that's why I don't understand this whole, I'm sorry to get off track, but it's still y'all part of the niche. That's why I don't understand the whole that Kevin Samuels hate or whatever. For example, I'm not a big Kevin Samuels fan. I'm really not. I'm glad, he is needed, what he's doing in the community. But at the end of the day, I don't see the reason to hate people, man. Congratulate. And when my two buddies, they surpassed me, I'm like, hey, I kind of knew they was gonna happen because my channel was all over, was all over the place, and I didn't want to be boxed into a niche. I always wanted to come back to here. I love commentary, and I love gaming and tech. But basically, just to sum this up, man, the gist of this video is basically, when you're a small creator and you covering news like topics, timing is everything. If you the first out, then you pretty much own it. I don't care how, if big guys don't get to it first to drown you out, then that's your bag right there. You can keep serving that algorithm till you know the views, your subscribers and views on that just come to a halt. I mean, it's over with. It's time to move on to something else. All right, this is your boy DC the Truth, and I'm gonna sign this out. Thank y'all for listening. For real.
Honestly, I don't know who the fuck to trust. Is he my friend or my foe? I'm a exit, draw. Yeah, she give me that claim as well. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at all this, silly, I'm bought, baby. Baby's yellow, text.